Yeah. Bro, that video. Oh my God, that video.
My sister made me watch it again. I was like, you're never going to guess who's been making me watch this 15 million times this week. For those of you that don't know, why don't you tell them about it? What is it?
This is video of this. It says when dinosaurs are gay.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It shows like this huge scene of T-Rex coming out. And it's like he builds up and then he goes to roar and he goes, yeah. Oh, man, that
big
video.
old T-Rex mouth.
It's so perfect. Like whoever did that voiceover definitely did it right.
You like
it was
voiceovers.
Hilarious. I'm in love with voiceovers.
In general.
Just I want to do voiceovers.
Like as a career?
Is there a career?
Yeah. Like okay, whoa, for real?
Well, like voiceover. I know there's voice acting, like narrating and
same thing.
Right.
Kind of.
No, I am so down to do
That'd
that.
be dope.
You know what? Let's make it happen. Let's do some voice recordings and send them into National Geographic.
Give me one of your best voices right now.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Excuse me.
I can't. But yeah, I want to.
What do you mean, you?
I want to do narrating. I want to do.
Dude, I want you to read me a bedtime story.
I want to do narrating. And I remember one time, I was working at this job, and we were reading, and I was reading, and the instructor stopped me, and they were like, there's a difference between reading, just reading the words, and then reading. And she was like, and the way you read is perfect because you
feeling it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, man, I want to do some narrating. I want to be the voice of National Geographics.
That's been like a huge dream of mine to do stuff like, I think we already talked about it on the podcast too, but like what David Attenborough does.
Yes.
Talking about animals and stuff.
Right.
That's what I went to film school for.
Really?
Yeah, because I wanted to do like nature documentaries.
Where'd you go to film school? Was it here in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio?
Yeah.
Let's go. We can do it together. We'll go.
I want to do all of it.
Then
I want to be on camera too, though, like and sing and do music. And
I
all
can't
that
sing.
Stuff. Oh, what's your name?
Huh?
We didn't introduce ourselves. Who are you?
Oh, hey. Whoa, what's up, people? It's Zarek Baldwin here.
Oh.
One of the hosts of the shows.
One of the most amazing voices I've ever heard. And my name is Hunter Kanady. Yep.
That's and we are I Don't Know Bro podcast.
That's for sure.
Welcome in.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So there was something in particular. Oh, documentaries.
Yep.
Documentaries.
Yeah.
We've been watching
a lot of them.
A lot of them. But one in particular we've been watching that we even had everybody at work watching.
Oh, yeah.
A Night
on Earth.
A Night on Earth. People, we don't work for Netflix, but it is on Netflix, and we're not even going to get paid by this.
I think it's a Netflix original.
I think so.
Too, right?
And it's one of the best they've done.
No
Definitely.
kidding. The technology, like in the cameras that they're using, for all this nighttime stuff, like blows my whole brain.
Right. Definitely, people go watch that. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. But any documentary, I love documentaries.
We love learning.
Yeah, something about it.
And we love propaganda and like documentaries that have agendas too.
You were just talking about one.
I enjoy documentaries that have agendas that are not that don't necessarily align with my values to challenge my values.
Okay.
So that's fun.
Like
I knew you were gonna do that.
Like go ahead. Like
I don't know, Nazi stuff.
I knew fun. Nazis was coming. I knew it.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed learning about like Germany in that time, like the whole Anne Frank and concentration camps.
But there's the whole Nazi thing. I was looking up different things on YouTube, and it's been said that Hitler was doing all that to shine light on what was going on in America with black people and slaves.
That's the biggest load of crap, though.
He
could care less unless you were white.
Evidently, it was said, or he said, that after this war, people will see the truth about America or something like that. So that he was doing all that because the people that he was claiming to be perfect specimens weren't even
Aryans.
him.
Yeah, he was
He was
technically
he
a
was
Jew.
the opposite of it.
Yeah, but killing 6 million people is a really weird way to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you really think about it, all that was happening here too.
Yeah.
But nobody went to World War over it.
Yeah, but I don't think it was quite a genocide like that. Like we weren't. I say we very
I
loosely
mean,
because
think about it.
I don't want to put myself in that category, but like
The Native Americans, that was genocide.
well, that's fair. I'll give you that.
You know, but we never went to World War about it.
Wow, I'm an ignorant piece of crap.
Trail of Tears. I mean,
It
come
kind
on.
of is
There's
like that.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. All that happened here as well.
But that was mostly just gross white people making people sick, right?
That was the same thing over there. You know, it's a lot of that going on here. I mean, think about it. Like you could still find postcards of a black man hanging with literally a group of white people around him, and they were sending this to family members.
Oh,
Postcards.
like from the past. I
Right,
was like,
with kids and everything.
Hallmark is about to get a phone call from me.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like all that was going on over there
Yeah.
was happening here too. It's just nobody.
Definitely a different time
Right.
period, though. I don't think it was happening at the same time. Question mark.
We were still in segregation and all that.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
But we weren't. Well, there. I mean, aside from like lynchings,
I think
and
when
things,
World
I
War
don't think
II,
there was, like,
World War II was before Vietnam.
but there still wasn't like concentration camps here. Like it wasn't on the scale. I think.
It wasn't on that scale, but still happened here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
the
it was
same
still going on.
spirit of all of it. Yeah.
I mean, there's still stuff happening today. Not
Yeah.
on that scale, but it's still happening today.
Yeah.
You know, and there's still slave trades going on.
What is it? There was something that I heard recently that was kind of eye-opening.
Mhm.
Is whenever you are trying to eliminate a parasite or something, that's when it fights hardest
Right.
to like not die. And I think that that's kind of what our generation is seeing, is quite possibly the death of racism and,
Yes.
and that kind of culture.
And the mix, and I think the biggest part of it is people like me, the mixed race.
Yeah. Oh, it helps because
You
like,
know.
which part of me are you gonna hate today?
Right. And here's the biggest thing is like if you look at, they say 1 drop of blood, like 0.5% of your blood is black, you're black. That was the law.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Think about it. Like they still call us the minorities, but no, sir.
No.
Look at all these mixed kids. If you're
Right.
still looking at that law, then no, you're outnumbered 1,000 to 1 now.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many mixed kids.
I mean, if you do that one of those internet DNA tests where you
Oh my
spit into a
God,
tube,
you'd
like
be
you're gonna
surprised.
learn that you're not who you think
No
you are.
one is pure.
Like we are all
Right.
mixed, whatever.
We
From
were all cluster. Everybody was fucking everybody. Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah. Everybody was getting tossed up. Everybody getting tossed up.
don't
Even
know
back
what
in the
that
slave
means.
days, though.
yeah.
Even back in the slave days, what
Well,
I
yeah.
never understood. Here's what. It's
Tell
just
me-
people were just so dumb. It's like, so you allowed the house Negro to breastfeed and raise your kid,
Right.
but couldn't use the same toilet or
That's
drink out the
so
same water
stupid.
fountain. It's
Like,
like,
you're-
hold up.
Your kid's mouth is on that
On
that
that
person.
titty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and God forbid you share the same crap hole.
Yeah. And it's like the education level though. We've come so
Yeah.
come so far. It's crazy. So but the sad part is it's 2020 and there's still people that's like judging people off of the way they dress or
Oh,
the
definitely.
way, you know, the way they look.
I'll
And it's
even like I'll be so bold as to say I'm still guilty of it. Not necessarily when it comes to race, but based on just appearance in general. Like at work,
Right.
when somebody comes in, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like you're always throwing out some
I
kind
can
of prejudice.
understand that with like certain with like certain haircuts. You got the lady that comes in with the swoop over, and you're like, yeah, she's
The
definitely
Karen.
the Karen. She's
Yeah.
definitely asking for the manager.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason.
yeah,
Like they
and that's
exist on purpose.
me and my uncle have talked about that so many times, and it's like, is it a stereotype or is it true? You know.
They're kind of one and the same, right?
Yeah. But you know what's funny to me? The whole black people and watermelon stereotype. Do you know where that even came from?
I don't.
So the interesting fact of that is once segregation happened and black people were legally able to grow their own crops, they only had a certain different kind of crops that they can grow, and watermelon was one of the first ones that they were legally allowed to grow. So that's where the whole watermelon situation came from.
That's funny.
And it's delicious. What barbecue do you go to, whether it's Mexicans, whites, blacks?
Everybody loves
Right.
watermelon.
Come on, guys. Come on. I love watermelon, though.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that's not a stereotype. It's just delicious.
It's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
If you don't like a watermelon, what are you?
Don't talk to me.
Not human.
Yeah.
Get the frick out.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy on how many things from the past, when you look at the truth of what it is, it can almost be scary. Like nursery rhymes.
Oh, yeah. They're so creepy.
Yes.
Yeah. Ring around the rosy.
Right.
That's about dying.
Pockets full of posies.
Those are diseases.
Yeah.
You're gonna dead.
Yeah,
You're
London
gonna get
Bridge
dead.
is falling down. Like, come on.
Yeah. I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
And Ring Around the Rosie is my niece's favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she has no idea.
Yeah, but she also like demands that we fall and hit the ground with her. I'm a big ass.
So she demands you die.
I'm like, I just like lean over. I'm like, oh. Yeah. My big ass isn't getting down and up 19 times.
Sorry.
That's a workout, and then I'm going home after.
You know what? Go get the Gatorade.
Yeah. We need to replace some electrolytes.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like them.
No.
That was a fun tangent.
Yeah. Well, my favorite documentary I'm still stuck on, and I just feel like I don't understand how I haven't watched every episode yet, is Life Below Zero.
I haven't heard of that one yet.
Oh, my. Bruh.
Tell me
so
about
it's
it.
about people that live in Alaska in the bush. So it's got several different people on there. And it's
I like
pretty
the
much
term
the reason.
in the bush for every reason you think I like it.
Bro, it's Life Below Zero. It's on Disney Plus because it's National Geographic.
Oh, look
so
out.
they have every episode, every season, and I'm just addicted to it.
I'm not gonna lie. I used National Geographics to learn about what a boobie was because they're the
I
only.
think every kid did in the magazines.
Yeah.
I remember looking in the magazines like, oh damn, see some titties today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that in the Titanic movie when I was like.
Yeah. I remember like being up late and soft porn would come on.
Oh,
they
like that
never
weird
really showed
HBO stuff.
anything.
It was just people grinding on each other.
They never really showed anything, but I just remember that being a thing.
You learned that you like girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun time for everyone.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with documentaries. If you want to make a documentary about that.
No, it's not. I was going to say, is porn in and of itself as an industry not a documentary about how effed up people are?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
I hate to even admit it, but I've seen a full forearm in another person before, and that's
Jesus.
not okay.
Wow.
Like, some of the things that I was exposed to in 8th grade were not ideal.
Speaking of 8th grade and porn, so I'm in class, right? And I got in trouble for this too. So they're watching porn in class, right? And I was standing
you should
there.
never do.
I was standing there with my jacket open while they were watching porn. And so everybody got in trouble for it. And if I'm not mistaken, I didn't realize what was going on while it was going on until it was too late. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
I'm
what do you
standing
mean?
there, and my hands are in my jacket pocket. I've got like I was just messing with my jacket,
Oh.
and I think my back was turned to him, if I'm not
Oh.
mistaken. I don't remember this whole situation. I just know that I wasn't watching the porn, and I was standing with the group though.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't realize what was happening until it
Oh,
happened.
behind you?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
I got in trouble, and the teacher was talking to me, and she was like, you're pretty much raping those girls when you're watching porn and all
Well,
this and all that. And
That's
I'm like,
a whole nother conversation.
yeah. And I just remember
They
thinking,
know what
like,
they're doing.
damn, there's no way I'm going to talk my way out this situation. Like, I don't think I got slaughtered when I got home. I do remember I got in trouble. And it was just like, I just remember thinking to myself, you're not going to talk yourself out of this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's just.
I think you're a special kind of effed up if you're the kind of person that feels like they have to watch porn. And that's a statement on its own.
Right.
But if you're a person that thinks they have to watch it in public,
yeah. Oh,
around other people,
man, if you go to the library, you'd be surprised, like how often this happens. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
I remember in Missouri, I was at the public library, and I looked, and I just like, there was dividers up with each computer, right? And I remember I leaned back, and the guy next to me was literally just looking at porn the whole time, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't want to grow up to be that guy.
Yeah, also, I never ever want to touch that computer again.
Yeah, I don't want to grow up to be the guy so lonely I go to the library to look at porn.
Yeah.
Like, what if that guy wasn't lonely, though? What if he was married and just unhappy?
Yeah,
I don't
Would you
wanna,
consider that cheating
no.
at that point? No?
At that point, no.
Yeah, if you're married and in a relationship, like, putting your mind in another scenario like that, would that not be cheating?
Yeah, it can be mentally, because even the Bible tells you it starts in the heart.
Ooh, big
you
facts.
know. But and the thing is I learned in my past relationship that that's not good.
Yeah.
Because it can truly make your significant other feel like they're not good enough.
Ooh, wow.
And
I didn't
that
think
is
about
a
it like that.
horrible thing to put your significant other through.
True.
And I wasn't even looking at porn. I was just looking at different models, like on Instagram or, and that wasn't even close to her body type or close to her anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that alone.
So she thought you might be wanting that
not
body
interested
type
in
more
her.
than yours.
So yeah, that could do a lot to a relationship.
Yeah.
So my suggestion to you people out there is, definitely don't make your significant other feel unwanted or unneeded.
Right.
And that's definitely one way to do it. But I'm definitely the type to where I feel like I learn from my mistakes. I don't like to make the same mistake twice. So that's a situation in my life that'll never happen again.
I have to say, as somebody who works in a technology-based industry,
right?
Even though this is nothing, like, I do not condone what I'm about to say, but if you do find yourself having to look at any kind of smut, learn how to work a freaking browser, because
incognito, people.
900 tabs of open porn, and you're like, why is my phone not working? I'm like, I don't care. I'm not touching it, and I'm not telling you how to fix it. Good luck. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Luckily, you don't have keys on this phone, or they'd be sticky as shit. And here's the funny thing is, like, we work in the technology industry, and people come in and they're literally like, hey, my phone is super slow and it's doing this and doing that. And then you go to the browser and literally 200 tabs are open. And
because of that, I learned about something that horses do that I never ever wanted to learn.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that same guy that was like, my 13-year-old had my phone for a week. Okay, first of all, no one gives their kid their phone for a week.
Right.
Second of all, you look like the kind of person that
so I want to know what this horse was doing now.
You know, I don't want to say it.
You know?
I don't feel like I need to. Just use your imagination. There was a horse and there was a person.
So many places.
It wasn't great. And
I've seen a few horse videos.
I did not want to be subjected to that at work.
Yeah.
I've seen some horse videos too, but they were galloping in a field where they should be.
Yeah.
And not in another person.
That happened to me the other day. And it wasn't a horse, though. And he, like, had
what?
different porn.
Oh.
No, when I was working. Oh man, yeah, no.
That happened to me the other day.
Yeah, he had a bunch of tabs open, wondering
God.
why his phone's not working, and yeah, literally so much was just on there, and it was weird porn. It's like, oh man,
People don't be
yeah.
gross.
And I tell him, hey, you just gonna have to close out all these tabs. I'm not doing this. For one, it's gonna take forever. And on iPhone, see, Samsung has it to where you can hit close all tabs and it just closes them all.
Yeah.
iPhone, you have to literally go through.
You hold the tab button.
You can hold the tab button now.
And it'll pull up that option.
Oh wow.
But it's still gross. Stop doing it. Don't bring it into my store.
Yeah. Yeah, and people, if you know like this is on there, come on guys.
Yeah, give me a warning.
Yeah, hey
You know-
man. I just want to let you know
That I'm gross and I do this.
that I'm really into some weird things in my life.
Do you have some gloves?
Right. Yeah.
Or a high-powered scrub brush?
Yeah. It's like I just want you
Hot
to know
water.
I've done weird things with olive oil.
Oh, God.
You know, shoot us some hints. Let us know that there's some weird things going on in this phone before you hand it to me.
Yeah, I don't want to touch your nasty...
Right.
I started bringing a black light to work.
Are
Did
you
I not
kidding
send you the
me?
video that I took in the bathroom?
No, you didn't.
It was so gross because the floor like glows yellow in different spots. It's awful.
Please send me that video.
I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll show you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to see it in full view. I don't want it all pixely like when it's sent to someone else's phone.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about porn anymore if I'm being honest.
Speaking of documentaries,
Yeah.
I watched. It kind of has to do with porn.
Oh,
So,
no.
no, not really though.
Yeah.
But I was watching a documentary. It was like a little episode documentary, and they took a black light to a cruise ship.
Ew.
Oh my god!
I'm going to do it.
It was on the refrigerator. It was on the ceiling fan. It was. How did you get it on the ceiling? On it, bro. The tables. It's like they literally hit the black light, and the whole room just glowed.
Dude, I want to go to like, I don't know, this is kind of weird, but I want to go to like a shady hotel that like it's known that a murder has happened in
Oh god!
and just turn the lights off and look at stuff.
Nope.
I would not sleep
You
there.
can do that on your own.
Not in like a creepy ghosty way.
I've had, but just because you're not looking for that, don't mean it ain't gonna happen. I went to an abandoned. We snuck to an abandoned sane asylum.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, and you have to walk through the graveyard to get to the sane asylum.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a graveyard at night? Other than this time?
I'm black.
Well, that means
That means a lot.
little to nothing to
Black
me
people-
at this point.
Black people don't do that.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. They just my my blackness just wouldn't allow me to do that. But
I wish I had some of that
yeah,
because it'd probably keep me out of trouble
yeah.
sometimes.
So, well, I say that, but then again, I sneak to this abandoned sane asylum, right?
Yeah.
So you literally have to walk through this graveyard from where they buried the people that died in the sane asylum.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, this graveyard's so old. There's trees that are in there growing up in graves. It's just huge. Like you tripping over tombstones because you don't see them.
Whoa.
And I mean, there's graffiti and everything. And I remember, bro, like the feeling of being there is just outrageous. And I remember looking in the window and I saw some stuff. You could see stuff moving in there, shadows. And there was this huge, beautiful, beautiful white owl. I've never seen an owl in the wild in person. And this owl was in the window.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he spread his wings and took off and like flew to the next building. Beautiful bird.
Yeah.
Beautiful bird. Creepy thing. Creepy.
Then did it look at you and say, "Get out"?
No. It looked at me and said, "I'm taking your soul."
Oh no!
I'm
gonna need that back.
I'm
Please.
pretty sure I heard Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroads playing in the background.
Yeah. But what else? Was there anything else about that place that was cool?
No, there was nothing cool about this place.
Really?
Yeah, there was still
Like no leftover equipment
there was
of any kind?
no, there
or?
was definitely
Yeah.
there was still like surgical tables, wheelchairs,
Did you take one?
Heck no.
I would have taken one.
Heck no.
Wheelchairs are
bro.
kind of fun when you don't need them.
And I mean, there's still tubs, and there was still a bunch of stuff there. And this place looked like it definitely shut down in the 1800s.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Like that long ago.
That long ago.
That was still when they believed like, oh, you got a brain tumor, do some cocaine about it. Like,
yeah. Or we'll just electrocute your brain
Yeah.
and
that was before modern medicine. Like,
yeah. Oh, you're gay
got
here. We're going to
smart.
electrocute it out of you.
oh man,
Yeah.
medicine has come a long way. Thank
so
God.
Thank God, right? Yeah,
But
bro.
we still have
You could
coronavirus
tell
somehow.
there was still a lot of weird stuff going on in that place.
I used to have a friend that worked at the state hospital here, and he said that he was a professional, I don't know, linebacker. Basically, he just had to tackle people
Gotcha.
for a living that like went crazy, and then
Yeah.
stick them with whatever drug they needed. And
Man.
he said that like some of the nonsense that would come out of their mouths like is creepy.
Yeah.
Like not even that whatever was wrong with them was a condition of their brain, but a condition of their spirit, like they
Right.
were possessed or something. And
What
it's
if
creepy?
What if they're not crazy? What if they're just stuck in a different dimension than we are, and we're just getting what
I like this theory a whole lot.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if they're literally stuck in a different dimension, and we're just getting what we're seeing them in a different dimension mentally?
Yeah, or they're on like a different plane.
Right.
I believe that's possible.
That's
like
extremely
as a
possible.
person who grew up in the church, like I believe in. Well, I guess a terminology for it is like the spiritual realm,
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like,
without a doubt.
and that on the good and the bad side, and like being able to tap into those, which is where you get like witchcraft and
Yeah.
other.
You get that insidious.
Oh no, dude! I slept with my light on for a year, or no, it was a week. It was a week. After seeing that movie, I did
Yeah.
not like that crap.
Yeah, I remember me and my ex went to me and this lady I used to date.
Yeah,
We went and watched Sinister when it first came out.
never seen it.
Okay,
Shocker.
yeah, shocker. So it's about killing. It's a scary. And literally we didn't get to finish watching it. She was the one that I was telling you, like, sensitive to stuff too.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, we got to go. I don't feel it. Or she feels too much. She just didn't have a right feeling about it. So we left. That it was that intense.
That's smart. My last girlfriend, she wouldn't go to see scary movies, nor
Yeah.
would she watch them with me, because she's like, you're opening yourself up to that
Heck
kind
yes,
of thing.
you are. Heck yeah. And that's what happened like on Poltergeist.
Yeah.
It said that's why they stopped filming. They were going to make more.
Oh really?
But evidently things started happening in like the actors' lives.
Uh-huh.
Weird things started happening, so they just shut it down.
It's so like it's so true, and there are some things that I just won't watch, like Paranormal Activity. That movie
Yeah.
messed me up.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't like watching that
Well,
kind of
remember
stuff.
they
Like
were-
I'll watch a psychological thriller type
Right.
situation, but I try to steer clear of like that super dark demonic stuff.
Yeah.
But I still, for some reason, really enjoy watching ghost hunting shows where they go to
Yeah.
like insane asylums, and
Yeah.
and I don't know why. It's just
I-
fascinating to me.
I feel like I'm in love with scary movies, but yeah, and what's crazy is like my pastor used to say that. He used to say, watch what you watch on TV, because you're allowing things you're opening yourself up for it.
Right.
And it's even crazy because it's even like that with music,
Dude,
And
for real.
what's really the craziest part for me about music and how it's such a gateway? What was the devil's job when he was in heaven?
He was a musician.
Exactly.
Yep.
He was
Yep.
he led the choir.
Yep.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
And so yes, it's an instrument, and that's what he does. So of course he's going to use music.
Yeah.
And people don't see that.
For whatever reason, like on a I don't even know. I don't know a lot of big words, but I feel like metaphysical is a good word to use.
Metaphysical.
I feel like on a weird metaphysical level, the human body and mind resonates and connects with different frequencies. And I think
Yeah,
that's
without a
why
doubt.
music is so important. That's why it's so important to me.
Yeah.
Because like I can listen to a wordless piece of music
Mm-hmm.
and it will connect in such a deep way.
Yeah, and they tell
for
you
me.
music soothes the beast. You've
Yeah.
heard that time and time.
I've actually never heard that.
You've never heard that?
No.
Music calms the beast?
No.
Yeah.
But it's so true.
That's a term. And
Yeah.
think about
Like
it.
I
You
would not
can-
be alive without music today.
Right.
That's for sure.
You can listen to music and get super hype, and there's different songs that can play, and you'll go fight somebody because of the song that's playing.
Yeah.
Or you'll go to sleep because of the song that's playing. Or, you'll just chill out.
Yeah.
Depending on whatever music. Like dubstep, I love dubstep. And it makes me want to work out. It makes me want to train. It makes me want I love that beat drop,
Oh yeah.
Run. That, oh my gosh. I
Oh,
love
that's
that.
all-
Yeah. Like that stuff. Yeah.
Run.
There's this funny saying. I saw this meme and it said, "What if it's raining men and let the bodies
Yes!
hit the floor?" The
They're
same song,
but from a different perspective.
which is hilarious.
I love that so much because
Yeah.
it's so much funnier.
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy that music can
Speak to you in ways that words can't.
Right.
For sure. And that is such
Right.
a cliche saying,
Yeah,
but it's the most true.
yeah. Like Eminem's early music, there's no way you couldn't feel that.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, I loved Eminem. Hey, you felt
He
that.
was such an angry boy.
Yeah, and you felt it.
Yeah.
You felt it. Just like with me in gospel music.
Uh-huh.
Like I can't just listen to Christian music. I can't.
Like contemporary Christian. Yeah.
It's boring. But
That's
boy,
fair.
you put some gospel on,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm almost in tears. Like it just does something to my soul. That's what I grew up in.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard for me to go to a regular church where they're singing out the hymns book.
Oh, it's the
You
worst.
know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't level with you.
That's totally fair.
But yeah, that's why I like our Sundays when we're at work and
We got that
and
Kirk
we
Franklin's
got that
praise
going,
going
and
on.
it's like, man, best days.
It really is.
What
I'm
was that?
dying, dude. These allergies are kicking my whole ass.
What in the world?
I'm like trying not to choke, trying not to barf,
Right, trying not to die
trying
is
not
what
to
it
cough
sounds
directly into the microphone.
like. Has that African dust came in?
I don't know. Is that what's killing me?
I don't know. I just remember the first time I heard about it was like
Because
I
I don't think
years
it's
ago.
cedar season anymore.
Yeah, the first time I've heard about it was literally a few years ago. It just all of a sudden everybody was like, "Oh, the African dust! It's gonna be worse this year than it's ever been before." And I'm like,
That,
"Since when did we have to deal with African dust?" And they're like, "Oh, it's here every year."
in my opinion,
Like,
that is the same thing that coronavirus, Ebola,
Yeah.
the red or the blue and white dress or whatever.
Wait, what?
The you remember that dress that was all over everything that was
Oh,
like is
yeah.
either blue and
Is
black
it
or
blue
white.
or is it? And it's like, come on, bro. You know what color that is?
I feel like that's just another one of those like media distractions to
Yeah,
get
for
you to not
something
think
else
about
is
something.
going on. Yeah, and then they did the shoes. What color is this shoes? Do you see this shoe or do you see this color? You didn't see that one?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was a shoe that was like blue and it had the neon reflectors on it, and it was, do you see red or do you see blue? And it's like, well, it depends on which one of the pictures you're looking at.
There is this is kind of on that same level. There's a what's it called? Like a soundbite that people play. There was one that was Yanni and Laurel. Like you heard one or the other.
Oh, I haven't seen this
Let me
one.
see if I can find it. But it's so fascinating to me that people can't pick which one is happening. Laurel. I apparently Yanni or Laurel.
Laurel.
What do you hear?
Laurel. Laurel.
Yammy.
Laurel.
No.
Laurel.
Yammy.
You really?
Yeah, what do you hear?
I hear Laurel.
Laurel. Laurel.
No, I hear Yammy.
Laurel.
I don't hear Laurel.
Laurel.
Are you for real?
Laurel.
Yeah, it's not
Like-
even close to Laurel.
Laurel.
How is that even possible?
Laurel.
Still,
Laurel.
I only hear Laurel. I've never heard Yanny.
There's no way.
Yeah, that was like a
That doesn't even
big thing a
sound
couple years ago.
remotely close to Laurel.
I do not hear Yanny. Like we're about to have like this.
Seriously?
Yes, like dead ass. Like I do not hear Yanny. I
Wow.
only hear Laurel. And there's another one that if you think about, there's two phrases and I can't remember which they are. I think it's like green something. Green needle or brainstorm.
Okay.
Is what it is. So you have to hear, like, when you think about one of them, that's what you'll hear.
Okay.
So see if it works for you. Like, just see what you hear. It's either brainstorm or green needle. Tell me what the first one you hear is.
I hear needle,
I hear green needle.
green needle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now think brainstorm.
I still hear needle.
Yeah, I did too that time. Brainstorm. This one's very not
So I'm
good.
sure if you're
That
watching,
sounds creepy, honestly.
It is kind of creepy. Let me see if this one's better.
I hear green needle.
Think over and over brainstorm. I'm wondering if like the headphones and all the audio stuff that we have going on is only allowing us to hear one because I can only hear green needle. But I remember one time listening to that and being able to flip flop between green needle and
Really?
brainstorm, and it trips me out. Hardcore. But that's another one of those things. It was like, is it a distraction or is it like a real thing? I don't know. But it's crazy.
Yeah.
Which that kind of can lead into like the propaganda side of stuff. Like what are we really hearing in music or in movies or whatever? Like the way that humans process information differs between every single person.
Right.
And recently another one of those big things happening is people are talking about individuals that don't have an inner monologue. Excuse me. My body is imploding. I'm scared.
Yeah.
So when you look in the mirror and you think, and you're just literally thinking, do you hear your own voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently there's people that can't do that. Like, it's just dead silence. And I watched a video of this girl that was explaining it, and like when I read something, I hear it in my voice.
Yeah.
Like, but she said that she can't, and the way that she reads is like she sees the information presented, and she can see like the sentence structure almost like a shape, versus us like
Thinking.
narrating it on our own.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But it's so fascinating to me.
That is that.
They need to make a documentary just about that stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure there are.
Yeah, you're probably right.
There has to be.
I gotta just not be a lazy bones and look it up.
Yeah.
There's so much on every platform to
it's
keep up
crazy.
with.
YouTube is just.
And that's where I live.
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch enough movies.
It's a rabbit hole, man.
Yeah.
You know, really, I don't even want to say rabbit hole. I want to say like ant farm hole. Like just so many tunnels you can go through.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much.
Have you seen those ant hills that they've poured hot
Yes,
aluminum
bro.
into? That's so
Yes,
cool.
that is dope.
I mean, you just killed off an entire colony, so hope you can sleep well at night, but
Right. But I think they do it to people trying to get rid of them. You know, like because they're ruining their
that's fair.
yard, or
yeah.
so they're like, hey, instead of just poisoning them, let's just instantly kill them, and you know,
Yeah, that's true. I guess I didn't think about it at that point.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to watch.
Because, I mean, there's got to be, 70 bajillion ants on the planet?
I wonder
They'll be
who
fine.
tried it the first time. Like, who's like, you know what? I'm going to pour this hot aluminum down there and see if it goes through each tunnel.
That reminded me of this thing I found on Facebook, too, where it was like, picture this. It's 1988, and you're the world's first paleontologist digging up what is a triceratops skull,
Right.
and you're just like, what the F, what the F,
Yeah.
what the F?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
That's a full-on alien
Yeah.
at that point.
At that point, without a doubt.
I mean, I'm sure there was a time, clearly not very well documented, but
you know,
a
there's
time
lot
where
of-
humans and dinosaurs coexisted
Yeah.
in some fashion.
But you know, there's a lot of conspiracies that dinosaurs never really existed. That's just another distraction.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, because they're saying that before dinosaur bones or anything was discovered, that they were talking about them and saying that this was this and then this was this, and then they found them, and it just happened to be exactly what you were saying.
Well,
And you know, it's also like how from the bones, how can you tell that that animal was a reptile, or how can you, and you just magically found these entire skeletons, and you know, but yet,
But now they're discovering that they had feathers.
yeah,
A lot of dinosaurs, especially the bipedal ones, had
Right.
feathers.
but it's also like, how are only paleontologists finding these? How's nobody else randomly
Dude,
finding them?
that's a true story. I also don't go digging in a lot of places, but
Right,
that is kind of interesting to think about.
you know,
I would like to see a documentary about it.
right, right.
Dino docs.
Like, because we can go through, and we're literally still finding arrowheads from Indians that are just laying on the ground, but yet we're having to like dig for these bones, and you ain't found no cow bones, you ain't found no
What?
like cows. Cows
Yeah.
had to be around,
Right.
You think cows just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
think about that. You think somebody found a cow bone and was like, "Oh, this is a dinosaur." Nope, that is Angus.
That's a heifer. We called her Aunt June.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of cows, this is a total side rant, but my grandparents used to have a ranch that they had cattle on, and there was one that was black, or it was white with black spots, like your most stereotypical looking cow
Yeah.
that you picture every time. And its name was Broomy, and it would like let us pet it and like walk next to it and stuff. It was really, really cool. One time my grandpa threw me on top of that thing and it took off.
Oh, wow.
Like he grabbed me like just barely by my shirt and yanked me as she ran. But that, like, I don't know what just made me think of that. Well, the cow thing clearly, but it was one of the coolest like
That cow was like too damn far.
interactions, because I'm a tiny boy at that point,
Right.
Still a boy. In case you didn't hear the last podcast,
Yeah.
I was a boy then, and I'm a boy now. But I was so much smaller, and to me, that cow was like a dinosaur, kind of, in the
Right.
fact that was massive.
Massive. Yeah.
Far bigger than my tiny little brain could compute. Hashtag yawn. It's been a long day.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a stressful day.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What happened?
I go out to my car and there's like literally puddles of oil. I mean puddles, like scary puddles, like yeah.
Scary Puddles is my favorite.
And I'm like, man, this is going to be an expensive fix. I'm going to fix it myself, but it's going to be a lot of work. My car is going to be down for a few days.
Yeah.
Blase.
Oh, that's my favorite. When you say that every single
And come to find out, it was just the filter. The filter was not screwed on all the way, which I've never seen a filter loosen itself up, but it did. So
I wouldn't even say that. It was probably mechanical error.
yeah,
Like whoever
yeah.
worked on it.
See, and that's what's annoying is I always change my own oil.
Yeah.
But this one time, I'm like, nah, I'm going to take it because I'm just short on time. So I'm going to go get it done. Sure enough,
Yeah.
it's like, this is why. This is why.
This is why.
Um,
It's getting late.
yeah, it is getting
I'm
late.
almost tired. I'm just done. I think.
Are you?
Kind of. I don't know. It's about 45. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you want to wrap it up for the night?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Well, people, we're going to get out of here. It's been fun.
This one just
Hunter, where do they find you on the web?
You can find me at Hey It's Oho on literally everything ever.
You wanna spell
HEYITSOHO.
All right, he spelled it.
And then where also are you gonna be at?
Well, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Facebook, I'm going to be ZB Baldwin on there. You see my pretty little face on there.
I love your
Snapchat
face.
is
I
going
wanna
to
put
be
your face on my chest.
Snapchat is going to be Z_Baldwin. And then Snapchat. Wait, time out.
All of it.
Snapchat is ZB_06. Find me on there. I love you guys. I'm out.
Nice. We are also at IDK Bro Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. We really, really would love it if you guys would head over there and subscribe, like, comment, leave us questions. If you want to participate in the conversations we're having on the podcast, like, obviously it's not live, so you can't do it right away, but we would love for you to give us feedback and things that you think about when you're listening to us. Any stories you want to tell, whatever. But find us on iTunes, rate and review, and spread this around. We want to thank you guys that have been sharing it. There's a few of you that have shout out the podcast on different social media, and we absolutely love you for it.
We appreciate every bit of that. Help us grow.
Yeah, for sure. So we can
grow together.
Keep doing awesome things. We love you.
Later.
Be safe, do fun, have good.